Hey guys, this is Abhishek from gadgetsreview.com, and today we are going to do the quick unboxing and full review of the Panasonic P11 smartphone. The Panasonic P11 smartphone is a MediaTek 6589 device. It is 1.2 GHz quad-core device, and again the processor is based on A7 architecture. As far as the other things of the device are concerned, the device weighs around 160 gram in terms of the overall weight, which is again not very light but pretty okay for a display device of this size. You have 5-inch of IPS LCD display. The resolution of the display is not Full HD, but it is 720 into 1280. So you have a pixel density of around 294 pixels per inch. This is how the package looks like, and let's take a look what we have on the package as far as specifications are concerned. So you have quad-core 1.2 GHz processor, 5-inch of HD display, not a Full HD display. You have 8 megapixel camera at the back with LED flash, and autofocus is also supported. You have 2 megapixel front camera. The version of Android which is running on this device is going to be 4.1, and then the battery on the device is 2000 mAh battery. When we take a look over the package, these are all the specifications and there are some other information. So let's open the package and take a look what we have in the package. So the first thing which we get in the package is the device itself, and again we have been using this device for quite some time now. This is an unboxing which is being done for you so that you can get an idea about the package content which you will get in the device. You also get this fluorescent back cover which is removable on this device, and you also get some other color options as far as the back cover is concerned within the package itself of this phone. So we will take a look over the Panasonic P11 later on. Let's take a look what we have in the package. So apart from the device, we get some user manuals which come within the package, including the quick start guide, the universal USB charger, and the headphones, which actually are standard headphones, but they again look like the Apple old headphones which we have seen earlier. You do have a module over here on the headphones with a button to pick the call, and you also have a mic for voice calling, so you can take calls on this device, although you do not have volume controls on this module which we see over here. So there is no volume control, and this is how the audio lead will look like. You have the micro USB cable, which again looks like an Apple iPhone cable in the older design. And then apart from this, we also get some additional back covers within the package of this phone, and these are the two other color back covers which we get. So you get a fluorescent one within the package, which again will give you a very different kind of a funky look to your profile. You can replace it with the black one, which is a matte finish back cover, quite rubberized in nature, pretty good. And then you have a glossy white finish back cover as well, which is again going to make the Panasonic P11 quite premium in terms of the overall look. So these are all the package content which we have. Let's take a look over the device now. Now here we have the Panasonic P11, and again it looks like a pretty big display smartphone, I would say. In terms of the weight, it is slightly heavy as compared to the other phones which we have seen with the similar hardware configurations. Now if we talk about the thickness of this device, the thickness of the device is 9.7 millimeter, which is again not too thick and not too thin as well. But again the device looks pretty sleek and quite good in terms of the overall form factor, because this device is kind of good as far as the matte finish back cover is concerned. Although we have the fluorescent one which we have applied on the device, it has the curved edges on the side which are again matte finish, and again the overall finishing is also matte finish, so it gives you a nice grip when you hold the device in one hand. In terms of build quality, this phone feels really solid in hand, so there is no issue with that. Weight is definitely on the higher side as compared to the other phones, but apart from that there is no problem with this device as far as form factor is concerned. You can easily hold the device in one hand, although the one-handed usage of this device is going to be limited because the display is 5-inch, and again you may not be able to use the display or reach all the parts of the display with one hand possible. Let me just give you an overview of the phone as far as the connectivity and ports are concerned. At the front, at the bottom, you have the touch capacitive buttons which are there on the body of the phone, not within the display, which is a good thing. You have the front camera on this device, which is a 2 megapixel camera, fixed focus. You do have ambient and proximity light sensor basically, and then you have the metallic earpiece over here. On this side of the device, you have the power and sleep key, which is actually at the top. You can easily access it on the top on the right hand side, basically, not over here, which is a good thing. And then we have the micro USB port for data syncing and charging at the top. You have the 3.5mm audio jack. At the back you have an 8 megapixel camera, autofocus with LED flash, and then you have the volume rocker button, which is looking pretty good and gives you good amount of feedback as well. You have a primary mic on this device over here. However, we are not able to locate a secondary mic. And again, let me just show you how you can actually remove the back cover on this device. So you need to lift it from the bottom to remove the back cover. There is a little indent over here as well to remove the back cover on this device. You have a little indent over here to remove the back cover. You just need to make sure that you actually make this phone come out from this shell. So you need to insert your fingernail over here, and then you can actually pull out the bottom part of the device to remove the back cover. And again, the back cover does not have NFC. The loudspeaker mesh is over here at the back side, which is over here. You have the battery over here on this device. The battery on this device is 2000 mAh. When it comes to the SIM card slot, there are two SIM card slots. One will accept 3G, the other one will accept a 2G SIM card. You also have the support for micro SD memory card slot, basically to expand the storage of the device. And again, the loudspeaker on this device is actually at the back side, so it does get blocked at times whenever you place this device like this on a table, and the sound will get muffled, but still you will be able to hear what is there coming out from the loudspeaker as far as the overall sound is concerned. But it is not going to be too loud in terms of the overall volume. Now, as far as the system information is concerned, the Panasonic P11 is the model number of this device. You have got ARM V7 processor clocked at 1.2 GHz quad-core processor. And again, when it comes to the hardware, we have got this information that it is MSM 8625. And let's take a look over the display resolution. The display resolution on this device is 720x1280, and you have Adreno 203 GPU. And I don't know, basically there is a slight confusion over here, because this device seems to be having a Qualcomm chipset, not a MediaTek chipset. But again, it is mentioned as MediaTek all over everywhere when you take a look over the specifications of this device. So as of now, the current configuration which we can believe is the Qualcomm chipset which we have on this device. And you have 3-axis accelerometer sensor, magnetic field sensor, orientation sensor, light sensor, and proximity sensor as well on this device. So GPS navigation will work perfectly fine on this device without any issues. As far as the overall UI is concerned, the UI is again stock Android on this device, and we have just confirmed that this device is actually running on a Qualcomm chipset, not on a MediaTek chipset. Let's take a look over the settings as of now. So if we go under settings, under about phone, we can find out that it is running Android 4.1.2. and let's take a look over the storage information now. So when it comes to the storage, you have 4 GB of internal storage, out of which around 1.15 GB is actually available for installing applications, and then you have 1.41 GB available for the user to install apps, store picture, videos, and other data. So in total you have around 3 GB available on this, not 3 GB but again 2.6 GB or 2.5 GB approximately available on this device for installing applications and storing picture, videos, and other data. Let's take a look over the display. So when it comes to brightness, you do have dynamic brightness supported on this device, and again you can set the dynamic brightness or levels as well on this device. When it comes to the wallpaper support, you have support for live wallpapers. Static wallpapers are also supported, but there is no support for video wallpapers by default. Again, you can make them supported with the help of third-party applications. When we take a look over the language settings, we can easily notice that this device does not have support for swipe to type, and we will just show you that later on. When we take a look over the application, now when it comes to the managing application, if we take a look over the RAM situation as of now, we have around 1 GB of RAM on this device, and out of 1 GB of RAM, we can see how much of that is actually available. So you get around 462 MB of RAM, which is free. However, the 345 or 344 MB of RAM out of 1 GB is actually used. Then this is the free RAM which you will get on this device. Apart from this, if we take a look over the dual SIM settings, so you do have a dual SIM manager on this device, with which you can actually specify out of 2 SIM cards which you can use on this device, which one you would like to use for data and which one you would like to use for voice calling. You do have the option of creating a portable Wi-Fi hotspot on this device to share the 3G internet, which is again a good thing. And as far as other connectivity options concerned, you have Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, and you also have sound settings over here. And under sound settings, we can specify different kind of sound for different kind of notifications and alerts. However, there is no sound enhancement option within the sound setting. That is something which we can notice. And again, the location service is also supported. You can use this device for GPS navigation. You just need to check the GPS satellite option before you can use this device for GPS navigation. Now this is how the phone dialer look like, and again the phone dialer is kind of optimized in terms of the overall look and feel, but again it does not have the option of making a video call directly from the phone dialer. When it comes to the messaging application, this is how the messaging application looks like, and again it is not stock Android, it is definitely optimized in terms of the overall look and feel. The keyboard on the device is not supporting continuous input, but again it is pretty big in terms of the size of the keys, and they are quite nicely spaced out from each other, so you will not face any problem while typing on this device. That is something which we can tell you in advance. And again, you can always type in the landscape mode as well in case you have thick fingers and you are facing problem in typing in portrait mode. Now as far as the display is concerned, the display has pretty good viewing angles, but again the display will fade a bit in terms of the colors whenever you view it from extreme angles. Now this is how the camera UI look like, and again as you can see there are different options within the camera UI, including, let's take a look over the settings. So you have white balance, exposure, face detection, color effect, and then you have red eye detection as well within the photo settings. When we take a look over the photo modes, you have a panorama mode supported, speedify mode support is also there, you have normal mode supported. Then if we tap over here, you have different portrait, night and sport mode also. You can control over the flash from here. Let me toggle to the front camera so that you can get an idea about the quality of the front camera. And again, the front camera on this device is a 2 megapixel camera. You can do a good quality of video chat from the front camera, but again the video feed will be kind of grainy whenever you do the video chat from the front camera. And let me just toggle back to the back camera. When it comes to the overall photo quality, the photo quality is pretty okay, not too good, kind of average on this device. Whenever you take the photos in low light, you will see good amount of noise like this in this photo, as you can see. And then when it comes to some of the photos which we have on this device, let me just show you some of the photos as well. So in low light the photos are not going to be that great, but if you have proper amount of light, you will get better photos like this one with good amount of details, and you will not see the grains as well. So the daylight performance of the device is pretty good. However, the low light performance is kind of average, I would say, in terms of the camera quality. The video recording capability of this device is concerned, you can record video at high definition at 720p, not at 1080p from the back camera, and then you can also record video at VGA and 480p resolution as well from the back camera. When it comes to some pre-installed application which you will get on this device, these are some applications which will come pre-installed, including email, clock, gallery applications, all the stock Android application which will come pre-installed. You also get sound recorder. Apart from this, you also get cam card and cam scanner. So cam scanner will allow you to scan documents by converting the normal offline document into a digital document using this application. You also have cam card scanner, which will allow you to actually scan the business cards and store the information on this device in a digital way. And both of these applications come pre-installed for free, full version on this device, which is a good thing. You also get Hangout, and then you have Hangama application pre-installed for application. You have ET application, economic time for news and other things, and then you have WeChat which comes pre-installed. So you get good number of useful application which come pre-installed. Apart from this, you will see all the Google application like Google Maps, Play Store, news and weather and other things. You also get stopwatch application which come pre-installed on this device, and YouTube application also come pre-installed. On Quadrant standard, we have got a score of 3880 on this device, and this is the exact score. This is where the device actually ranks when it comes to comparing it with other devices. As you can see, we can also show you the detailed score for the CPU, memory, input output operation, 2D and 3D. I don't know whether you can read that, but again the CPU is 11793, memory is 1223, input output operation is 5017, 2D is 227 and 3D is 1138 on this device on Quadrant. On multi-touch, this device supports 5-point multi-touch. And Antutu we have got a score of 9056, which is again not a very impressive score for this device, and again this device is much lower than all other devices which we have in the list. As far as the scores are concerned, we can see the detailed score as well for the UX, CPU, RAM, GPU and input and output operation. And again, these scores are kind of basic, but again the overall day-to-day usage of this device is pretty good. You can use this device without any lag or issues in case you are a moderate user, in case you don't play with a large number of applications in the background whenever you are using the phone. It is pretty responsive, I would say, in terms of the overall day-to-day performance. On Ninamark, we have got a score of 26.9 FPS, and again this device is not too good as far as gaming is concerned. You can play graphic intensive games which are again medium graphic intensive games, but if you play heavy graphic intensive games on this device, you will see good amount of lag within the graphics, and again the inbuilt storage of the device is kind of limited, so you may not be able to install some heavy graphic intensive games on this device. As far as casual games are concerned, you can play Temple Run, OZ, Subway Surfer and other casual games on this device without any issues. Now as far as the YouTube video playback is concerned, you can play high definition videos on this device as well, but again the video will get played in high definition format. The viewing angles of the display are not that good, but still the overall loudness which comes out from the loudspeaker at the back side is pretty good. But again, because the design, because the loudspeaker is actually at the back side, so when you place the device like this on a table, the sound will get muffled, although the video will get played in full screen on this device without. So as you can see, we have just connected a flash drive like this with the help of an OTG cable, and this device has not detected the same, so this device does not support OTG. As far as LED notification light is concerned, you do have an LED notification light on this device which will light up whenever you have missed calls or missed messages, which are unread messages on this device. And as far as the overall battery backup of this device is concerned, the overall battery backup of this device is going to be around 1 day. It will not be more than 1 day in most of the cases, because during our 2 weeks review we have found that this device will last for 1 day with moderate usage, which includes more of application uses and less amount of video watching and less amount of game playing basically on this device. But again, the overall backup on this device with that kind of usage will be 1 day. Although if you play a lot of games and if you watch a lot of videos, then you will not get around 1 day battery backup. In that case, it will be little less than 1 day for you. So that's all from us as far as the full hands-on review of the Panasonic P11. In terms of the overall good points which we have noticed on this device, the good points of this device is the 5-inch display. And again, when it comes to the other specification, you have a 1.2 GHz processor, and which is going to give you around 1 day of good usage, and the overall UI is also kind of snappy. So in terms of the overall speed of the UI and the UI transition, they are kind of smooth on this device. We did not face any problem. As far as the browser is concerned, the browser is again stock Android, but again it gives you a good browsing experience, and you can actually watch a lot of videos as well within the browser, even when they're embedded within the web page. The browser is kind of stock Android, so it will give you all the capability what a stock Android browser can do. It is not customized in any way. You can also play YouTube videos within the web page which are embedded, and you don't have to open YouTube application for the same. The kinetic scrolling is also pretty smooth. As far as other things are concerned, as far as camera is there, the camera is again kind of average, just not too good. The low light shots of the camera, as far as the 8 megapixel camera at the back side, is not that great, but again you do have pretty good shots which you can take from this device, but the camera is kind of average, not amazing or not something which is exceptional. When it comes to the video recording capability, there is a restriction that you can only record video at 720p, not at 1080p. So that is a limitation. You cannot record high definition video at 1080p on this device. As far as front camera is concerned, you can do a good quality video chat, but again the video feed will have some amount of grains. Now if we talk about the display is again a 720p display, but it has very less in terms of the, you can say, viewing angles are not that wide. Again you can see the display from extreme angles, but the colors will fade a bit. So in terms of the overall value for money, this device seems to be a pretty good value for money device. In terms of the overall hardware you get, the overall UI you get, which is kind of snappy, and the day-to-day usage, this device is going to be good. It has 2000 mAh battery, which will give you around 1 day of battery backup with moderate usage, which include application usage, not video watching or gaming. Gaming is again going to be not that good on this device because the Ninja score is only 29 FPS approximately. So again, you can play casual games very easily. Medium graphic intensive games like Frontline Commando D-Day can also be played, but for heavy games this device is not a very good option. So that was all as far as the feedback for this device is concerned, or the final conclusion. In terms of build quality, this device is good. The thickness of the device is also kind of slim. It is not a very thick device. You do have Google Now supported, and other applications also work fine on this device. So do let us know if you have any specific questions for this device. We would love to help you. You can like this video if this video helped you by clicking the like button below. You can subscribe to our YouTube video channel for more videos like this by clicking the subscribe button below. Thanks for watching this video. This is Abhishek signing off. Thank you.